you're going to have to deal with more obstacles and have to face more adversity than the everyday average person. The reason why is because as a chosen one, you know the path and you're walking the path, right? That's what a chosen one really means. It means that many are called, few are chosen. The ones who were called and answered the call, got the message from God, from our Creator, and are on the pathway. You know that you're going to have to deal with more adversity. And if you don't know, now you know. It's just what comes with it, because you're taking the road less traveled. You know, you're sacrificing an easy life and going down the road less traveled, which is going to come with discomfort. You're going to have to deal with more obstacles, more shit, more people trying to stop you, more brick walls where you have to change the route of your life, of your journey. You're going to have to go through more. You may have to go, on side quests more than the average person. The average person isn't really on these type of things. They live day to day and their life is more routine, and they prefer safety and comfortability over, going down the road less traveled. And so this is important to understand, because if not, what will happen is you can easily develop a victim mentality. A victim mentality that makes you feel like everything is happening to you. Everything is fucked up, and you're almost afraid of things, and this can make a lot of chosen ones give up on their path. You know what I mean? But when you understand that, when you're taking the road less traveled means you're gonna have to deal with more uncertainty and more obstacles in your life, you'll be ready to embrace these by adopting the mentality that, number one, you gotta take notes. This is something to remember. This mentality, I'm gonna be talking about this a lot. Everything is happening for you. Adopting the belief that everything is happening for you. Every obstacle is for you. Every obstacle is for your greatest good. Because when you understand that, you know that God is putting this obstacle in front of you to make you stronger, to refine your character, so that you can handle the blessings that he gives to you. Because, like every level is a new devil. And he wants you to be prepared so that when you do get to the success and the impact that you're striving for, you'll be able to handle what comes with that. And so adopting the mentality that everything is happening for you will revolutionize your entire life. Just start thinking about everything you've experienced, every trauma, every time you've had your heart broken, anytime people have turned their back on you, all betrayal, everything that seems like what most people are complaining about and stressed about, and basically holds them back in life. You see all those things as the reason why you are strong, or the reason why you are who you are, and it's the reason why you will succeed. If you study any superhero, most superheroes, they had to go through pain and adversity to become a superhero. Like Batman, his parents had to die for him to become Batman. The average person, what happens to them if their parents died, a lot of times they look at it as a reason why their life sucks. It's the reason why they're unhappy. But a chosen one, they look at all their trauma and say, you know what, that's the reason why I'm going to become a hero. I'm going to use that pain to make me better, to give me a reason to keep going, to give me a strong enough why. You know what I'm saying? Because that allows you to transmute that pain into strength. You know what I mean? And a lot of us in this world today, this victim mentality is like, it's everywhere, man. It's ridiculous, but it's so debilitating to so many people, and they don't understand it. They get so sucked down the rabbit hole of the darkness of that even if you go and tell them, hey, this happened for you, they won't believe that. They don't want to hear that. And a lot of times it's like they can be so far gone, it's like you can't really change those people. But what you can do for yourself is to start recognizing that everything is happening for you. Every obstacle. If you're in a difficult situation in your life, financially, with your relationships, or you're just in a chapter of your life where you're dealing with isolation, you're dealing with, you're just in a tough spot, remind yourself, this is happening for me. This is making me stronger. This is making me better. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, when you start to adopt this mentality, you'll continue to be motivated on your path and on your journey. You won't give up. You won't look down on yourself. You won't want to turn around and go back to the easy life. You know what I'm saying? You'll stay on your path. And I'm telling you, for me, in my journey, I've gone through so much bullshit, so many things that you would think would hold me back and stop so many people. And it's like I just come back stronger. It's like I can't be killed. You know what I mean? Psychologically, I can't be broken. And I think that that's one of the things that has given me my character and has allowed me to have the strength to be able to, I know, to be able for people to lean on me, to be a pillar in my community and my family. It's incredibly important, you know. Now that's when it comes. Now that's something to understand when it comes, like when you understand what chapter you're in your life. But there's another thing to understand, and that is when you look at the day-to-day obstacles, your day-to-day obstacles. Every day you're going to encounter obstacles. Now, one of the things that you can do to really revolutionize your entire fucking life and every single day you're living is positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself, especially when you're dealing with an obstacle. You could be running late for something. You could not have enough money for something. Your car could break down. You know what I mean? People could turn their back on somebody. You can get fired from your job. There's so many things. Now, one of the affirmations that I use, this is a powerful affirmation. And I found this affirmation because I was Googling on the internet. I typed into the Google, I was like, what's the most powerful affirmation? And I was doing all this research, and there's an affirmation from a book where this guy was talking about the affirmation you want to use, especially when things are going good, but even more especially when you encounter obstacles, is that I'm so happy and thankful that the universe is taking care of me completely. I'm gonna repeat it. I'm so happy and thankful. I'm gonna repeat it, but I'll say it in a different way. You can. I highly recommend you write this down because you're gonna want to repeat this every single day, every second that you can. You want to repeat, I'm so happy and thankful that God is taking care of me completely at all times. That's the affirmation. Now, you don't want to just say this once. You don't want to just say it one time in the morning, one time at night. You want to say this all day. All day. Anytime you encounter an obstacle, most importantly, whether you're in line for something, you could be late for something, you could lose your job. Anytime you encounter misfortune, you want to say, I'm so happy and thankful that God is taking care of me completely at all times. I'm telling you, when you do that, I'm telling you, it's like, it's not magic, but it feels like it, because it's like, what happens is you start to encounter synchronicities, powerful synchronicities. And it may not change everything overnight, but what it will do is over time, if you do it for a few weeks, a few months, you'll start to see your life just manifest so much better. I'm so happy and thankful that God is taking care of me completely at all times. Another time to say this affirmation is whenever you see angel numbers. Anytime you see 777, 222, 333, anytime you see the angel numbers, say the affirmation and keep saying it. And remember to say it with gratitude. I'm so thankful God is taking care of me completely at all times. You can say God, you can say my world is taking care of me completely at all times. The universe is taking care of me completely at all times. This will shift your perspective on life to be more in a victor's mentality as opposed to a victim mentality. Because you start to frame your entire worldview that this world has been created for you. The universe is rigged in your favor. Everything is rigged in your favor. And when you approach life with that perspective, honestly, it makes you the type of person who doesn't care what happens, because you know you'll be able, you're gonna land on your feet like a cat that falls. You'll land on your feet every time. As opposed to the people who don't think like this. They're like, their spirits, or they have low spiritual powers. You know what I mean? They don't believe in themselves enough. They don't have enough life force within them. And whereas most people, when an obstacle faces them, they retreat, they run away, they give up on themselves. When you're the person who believes that God is taking care of you completely at all times, you're not afraid of whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? Whether you get kicked out of your apartment, you can get evicted, you can get fired, your car could break down, you could be late to an interview and lose the job, or you know, your girl or your boyfriend could break up with you. Anything that happens, you know that you're going to be okay. And when you repeat this affirmation, what it does is that reprograms your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is believing that, and you become an optimistic person. And optimism is incredibly important because it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is why some people are just always lucky. They're always just like, you think that It's like always good things are always seem to be going for them. But it's because they have a certain viewpoint of life where the world shapes around them. The world shapes around them to reflect that perception. You got to understand reality, like every moment, like now, and then now, and then now, every moment, reality isn't coming at you. Reality is coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? So the world is coming, like your reality. I got to get better at explaining this on a more of a scientific level and in a way that's more palpable. But you got to understand that your reality is really an illusion. This is an illusion, and you have the power to impact that. You know what I'm saying? And it's about being a co-creator of your reality, a co-creator of reality. And the people who don't know this typically aren't the chosen ones. You know what I mean? There are a lot of people who they're basically at the whim of whatever the world throws at them. And this is why they don't go on their journey. They're not a chosen one. They're not taking the path less traveled. They don't believe in themselves, and they live a life of comfortability and safety and predictability because they need it. You know what I mean? They need that type of safety in their life because they're not able to handle what happens from them in life, and also they don't understand the ability to be able to create your own reality. They don't have that psychology. They haven't learned it, nor do they believe in it. And basically, when you don't believe in that, you essentially remove your life force, your power, your ability to achieve things in life. And this is why a lot of these people, they're comfortable with, basically, living a normal life. And there's nothing wrong with that. We need people to live a normal life. You need people to just live. You know what I'm saying? But that's why there's a chosen one, and there's not a chosen 1,000. You know what I mean? There's a chosen one. There's the one. And you're one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to remember this, because this gives you so much more power to handle anything that God throws at you. He's throwing it at you because he wants you to catch it, because it's for you. Any obstacle is for you. Everything is for you. And this is what makes you the type of person who can handle anything. Anything that happens. No matter what. No matter how crazy it could be. No matter how, turbulent life can get. If you're constantly reminding yourself that everything happens for me. The universe is rigged in my favor. God, the universe, the world is taking care of me completely at all times. What will happen is you will manifest the money you need. You may not have any money right now or not enough money, but just keep reminding yourself, God is taking care of me completely at all times, and someone will just give you money. You know what I mean? Or you'll get the job, or you'll be in a position where you won't even need money. You know what I mean? You may not have no money for food. Just keep reminding yourself, I'm so happy and thankful God is taking care of me completely at all times. And you'll be hungry, and next you know, someone will hand you a fucking sandwich. You'll be like, what the hell? Like, it's like it'll come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Or someone's like throwing away food that's like they haven't eaten, and be like, hey, you can have it. You'll get fed. It will happen for you. You could be homeless, and you should remind yourself, God is taking care of me completely at all times. And then you'll have an opportunity to get a place to sleep, a place to live. And it's like the more you remind yourself this, I'm telling you, it's like you realize, like the blessings start to come to you. It's like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? We're all being blessed, but you can be blessed more. And God blesses the people who call him more. You know what I mean? Who are grateful and thankful. You know what I'm saying? And so it's very important to understand this, because it's going to give you so much more self-belief on your journey. You're going to have so much more self-belief in yourself. Because if you're not afraid of anything that happens to you, then it's like, let's go. Let's fucking go. What is it? Let's do this. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Bring it on. A lot of people are afraid to go after their goals and dreams because people understand inevitably they're going to encounter obstacles. They're going to encounter people trying to stop them and just like misfortune. And so people would rather stay on the sidelines. It's easier for them. But when you have that mentality that you have the power to create your reality, the universe is rigged in your favor, and God is taking care of you completely at all times, and you're reminding yourself day in and day out, especially when you encounter any obstacles, you become so much more powerful. Your mindset becomes so much more powerful. You'll start to see the synchronicities. Things will start to come into your life. And when I say completely at all times, it means everything. Your health will improve. You know what I mean? Your relationships will improve. Your finances will improve. And maybe God's not ready to give you a big wealth blessing, but he'll give you enough money you need to be able to eat, be able to have new clothes, or whatever you need. Whatever you need, it will all come to you. And I'm telling you, this is the power that gives you the ability to achieve all your wildest dreams. You know what I'm saying? And I know this because I've met many people who have achieved their wildest dreams. I've been in their spaces. Whether I met Penny Hardaway when I was a kid. I went to Penny Hardaway's house. My aunt used to work. My aunt and uncle used to work for his fan club, or they knew him when he was like before he was in the league. So it's like I got to meet that man, you know. And I sat next to Mike Tyson at a basketball game once. Ironically, shout out to Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? I've met famous rappers, people who they truly were professional musicians, like successful. They have platinum plaques, #1 records. You know what I'm saying? I met DJ Khaled. You know, if you go to the page, my main page, you'll see when I met DJ Khaled, and I met him again. He gave me his number. Like, I've met people who made their dreams a reality, and when you meet these people, you feel a certain energy that you realize, like, wow, dreams do come true. The most wildest dreams come true. You know what I mean? And I have a huge dream. I have huge dreams. But I mean, like, I remember when I was in high school, you know, I had this confidence about myself that I didn't know that I was like manifesting a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I remember everyone told me, you know, you got to go to college right after high school. And I was in a band, and everyone's like, no, you shouldn't stay in the band. You should go to college. Everyone else is going to college. I chose not to go to college. And I stayed in that band. And within 2 years, we had a record deal. You know what I mean? We had a record deal. We were playing shows. We were meeting like other famous artists. And you know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, if I would have listened to everyone else, it wouldn't happen for me. You know, I had success at a young age, and I've had a lot of success, you know, but I've also had a lot of adversity and obstacles where it's like years of being unnoticed, years of struggle, and in a way you have to be a fool to become, you know, a wise man. So years of just like being confused and just not making wise decisions. I had to go, you know what I mean? Like, the road to success is a fucking squiggly line, you know what I mean? It's not a straight shot. But now that I've been through everything I've been through, and I'm battle tested, my psychology is bulletproof, and my mindset is structured for me being a victor and not a victim. Not someone who is a victim of the circumstances, but someone who understands that he can shape his reality and create circumstances. You can go into the world and be at the cause and not at the effect. Most people are at the effect, but to be a chosen one, you got to be at the cause. Being a chosen one is like, it's not being an NPC. You're the video game player who has their spirit, their consciousness is awake. You know what I mean? Now they're able to make decisions using magnificent levels of willpower that the average person just can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's really another level of consciousness, but it gives you the power to create in a lot of ways what people would deem as miracles or impossible. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen instantly, and it can work instantly within yourself, but you have to have patience. You know, you have to have patience, and you have to trust. And really, at the end of the day, it's about trust. It's about trusting God. You know what I mean? It's about true trust in God, and God is going to test you to see how much trust you have in Him. And so you may have to you're going to encounter a lot of obstacles, but these are for you. These are for you. And remember, like, at the end of the day, no matter what you achieve in life, I honestly believe this whole life game is about your trust in God. How much trust can you have in God? How much trust can you have in Him? When your back is against the wall, when the chips are down, when everything is like, when the odds are against you, how much faith can you have in God? Every moment in life, you know what I'm saying? And you may have moments where you lose it, but you got to constantly remind yourself, I trust in God. The universe is rigged in my favor. I'm so thankful because I know God is always taking care of me completely at all times. And everything is happening for me for my greatest good. Repeat that to yourself as much as you possibly can. Brainwash yourself with that. Hypnotize yourself with that. Say that every single fucking second if you can. Every day. No, never go a day without reminding yourself that. And I promise you, whatever you're going through, you will get through. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Until next time. Oh, by the way, if anyone wants to learn more from me, learn more of these mindsets, these affirmations that I use, these perspectives that you can use to improve your life, to improve yourself on your journey, to just give you more strength, more clarity about your journey that you're on as a chosen one, you can follow me on Instagram at Jakarta. It's 4Ks, Jakarta, or I'm on TikTok as well. Just send me a message or leave me a comment, and we could talk. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your story. I want to know what you're going through. I want to know, you know, what your dream is, what your mission is, and I want to find any way that I can to help you, to just give you some affirmations, some words of advice, and some encouragement. Because a lot of us, maybe we don't have a lot of people that support us, that want us to win. And as a chosen one, I want you to win, because I know how it fucking feels to have no one supporting you. You know what I mean? I know how it feels to have everyone turn your back on you. You may have no one around you. You know what I'm saying? And I am in a place in my life where I'm so secure with myself. Like, I don't see people as competition, because I know it's just me versus me. You know what I'm saying? And so all my intentions will be to help you 100,000%, to see you as your greatest self, whatever you're envisioning for yourself and the world you want to create. I want you to win. I want it to happen for you. I want the very fucking best. And you know what I mean? There's not a cell or a thought in my brain that will want to hold you back. And I want you to know that and trust that at all times when you're talking to me, when you're in my presence. I'm the man I'm who I say I am. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fully supportive of your mission and your dreams. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So any way that I can help or be of service to you, reach out to me. Feel free to reach out, leave a comment, and I would love to help you. I really would, because we need more chosen ones. We need more people out here in this world who believe in themselves, because the reason why is because the young world, the youth, we don't have the heroes like they have. There are no Muhammad Ali's. You know what I'm saying? There are no Martin Luther Kings. There are, but we don't see them right. We don't see them as much. People don't believe in themselves more, and we're moving into a new world where they're pulling away the life force, the divinity out of people. So we don't trust in God anymore. Now we trust in technology. We trust in our government. We're supposed to trust them. You know what I'm saying? And that's no good for the young world. That's no good for the new world. You know what I'm saying? We need more strong people in this world who believe in themselves, who know themselves and want to see the world to be a better place and have something to contribute, and they fucking, like, they will live and die by that shit. We need more people like that, more heroes. So, and you're one of them, and I believe in you, and I trust that you will stay on your path, and I know that you're the one. You know what I mean? You are the one.